Okay, here is the next version, prototype of the spin pan. The difference of this one is basically the legs here on the outer edge of the screen. Everything else is the same. I did tweak the spacer in the middle, modified that a little bit, and the bracket is still the same temporary bracket. I ran out of time before coming here to make the new bracket, but I did finally come up with a design for the bracket. I'm just going to use 1/4 inch aluminum plate because it's easy to make the bracket. I only have to get a CNC machine to cut out the shape, drill a hole, and that'll be done. And the guy I had 3D print this version, he ran out of the color that I requested, so he ended up using a different color, so I got two-tone color. And yeah, and then the holes here, I was going to go for a 6-sided shaped hole, but it didn't work out very well, just the way the 3D printer had to make the screen and the supports they had to make. It was a major pain breaking off all the supports after it was finished 3D printing. So yeah, so it doesn't look that pretty, but the injection molding version, it'll be nice looking. But yeah, just how it worked out for this design. Yeah, anyway, so the purpose of this video is going to be to show you how fast it is, and I'm also going to show you a second way to use this. So the first way is going to be with the screen, and I'm going to be shoveling it on there like in the last video, shoveling it on there, shaking it, spinning it, and get another shovel and just repeating that so I can see how fast it is. And then what I'm going to do is do it over top of a tarp. I brought a tarp, and what I'll do is I'll pan the old-fashioned way. I'll use my gold pan here, and I'll pan out my tailings, and there should be no gold in the tailings, to prove that this thing can catch everything. So that's the point of this video, is to prove that this thing can catch all the gold, even the microscopic gold, just like the big centrifuge machines that the big mines use, because that's what this technology is based off of the big centrifuges. So yeah. And then after that, I'm going to take the screen off, and we're going to use it without the screen. I got a separate screen here for the 5-gallon buckets, just a 1/4 inch, so a traditional screen. And then I'll show you the other way to use it, where it's a continuous operation, so you can really speed through the material when a continuous operation. So I'll show you how that works. So stay tuned, because it's going to be awesome. Okay, here we go. Okay, so there's my source of material, and I don't know, let's do 10 shovelfuls. Yeah, let's do 10 shovelfuls, and we'll see how fast I can go through 10 shovels. Okay. All right. So I'll double this one up. 2 shovels. And you shake it to get everything through the screen, and then you just spin it. I find 1.5 to 2 rotations per second. Works pretty good. And the reason I got that foot, I got the bracket where you can hold it down with your foot, is because when you spin it, it naturally wants to rise up to the surface, the spin pan here. So the stepping on the bracket holds it underwater. So there's two shovels. So here's a decent amount of material. Now, because it's the shovelfuls I got is a lot of fine material, so most of the shovel material in the shovel is going to go through the screen. I don't want to plug up the pan with too much material. You see it wants to rise up. Now I do it for no more than 10 seconds. That's plenty. You can probably do it for 5 seconds, really. It's that quick. So what's that, 3? Talking away and losing track already. 3. Let's do another one. 4. Give it a little shake. There we go. Just 10 rotations is all it took. There's a big shovel full. It's 5. Just lift it up. Just making sure. Shake a little bit more. Oh yeah, she's all cleaned out. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Make sure that stays underwater. Six. Let's do one more. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. 7. This will be a lot, this one. Oh, I got some clay in there. Oh yeah. Yeah, that worked pretty good. Okay. So this is 7. Shovel full. So, my foot not in the bracket. There's muddy water here. Okay. Yeah, just a little bit more. Okay, there's 7. Let's do one more. 8, 9. Oh, I just realized I forgot the tarp. Ah, man. Talking away. Yeah, talking away. Okay, one more shovel full. Let's get a big one here. That wasn't that big. Let's do one more. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah. Okay. A couple more turns. Okay. And all the oversize is all been spun out too, so it self-cleans. As you spin it, all the oversized material also gets flung out. And it's at a shallower slope, so it'll want to get flung out easier than the stuff in the spin pan. Yeah, so I'll show you. Gotta look behind the cam here. Oh, she's slippery on the rocks here. You see that? That's what it looks like down in there. Okay. Now, I finally got a wing nut for this one. It's easy to take off. I got a little orange tape on there in case I drop it in the water. I can find it easier. Okay, so I'll just put that down there. And what I'm gonna do is well, I'll show you, but the legs that go from the screen into the spin pan, they're a little tight. It's a tight fit. But that's an easy improvement to do in the next version. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just do it so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'll take this off, and that spacer's still in there, so I'm not losing any material. And then I'll just put my regular pan underneath, and then I'll pull this spacer out, and then everything falls through the hole. And then you just gotta go with this. Doesn't take long. Get the last little bits in there. There we go, only took a few seconds. There's a few micro pieces in here. There we go. Doesn't take long. About 30 seconds at most to clean that out. Okay. To get out all these little pebbles out of there. Just my own personal preference, but to get them all out of there. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, for a river that doesn't have a whole lot of gold in it, it's pretty good. Okay, let me just hold the camera up here. How am I going to do this? Just let me get behind the camera. Okay. Maybe I'll go with this. Oh, come on. Turn there. There we go. Zoom in. Jeez, this is tough. Gotta look through the camera and spin. Look at all that gold there. Okay, let me see if I can do this. There, you see all that? Come on now, focus. There you go. Look at all that gold. Try and clean it up better here for you. And I went through, what, 10 shovels, and I mean, I was talking and whatnot. But you can see how fast I was. It was only a couple minutes. There's a little better. That's not all the gold. I kind of missed some, but some on the bottom of the pan. There you go. See, look how fine that gold is. It's so tiny. It's so tiny. Here. There's my thumb for scale. Or my finger, I should say. So it's some tiny, tiny gold. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is a proper test here. A test where we measure or put gold in, known gold in the bucket, and then we'll pan the tailings. Okay, let me just set this up here. Okay, so I'm just gonna pre-screen all this material, and so I'm just gonna show you real quick. Okay, there's the new pan. Of course, it's not perfect, right? I mean, it's not nice and smooth edges or anything because it's 3D printed. And I'll make these holes a little bit bigger so it's not such a tight fit for the pegs of the screen. But other than that, everything's exactly the same as the last 3D printed version. So this is basically perfected now. This is what catches as the gold, and I'm finished designing this. And and for all you guys' suggestions about, put some flaps on it so you can put it in the river and the river current will spin it. I can't think of all the other suggestions. There's a whole bunch in the comments. There's a lot of good ones. But I have to think about manufacturing process and how expensive it's going to be for me to manufacture this. And because this is my first time getting this done, I've already got my wedges are injection molded and everything, but this is my first time doing something a little more complicated, and it's going to cost me a lot more because it's a lot more complex to get made. So I have to keep it as simple as possible. And in fact, if it's too expensive, because I don't have a whole lot of money, so I'm not going to spend a ton of money on this until I prove I can sell it, and then maybe the next batch that I get made I'll order more, but for the first batch will be a small order. Yeah, so anyway, if it's too expensive, then I'm going to eliminate the screen for the first round, and you'll just have to use the old traditional screen, like this one here, like an old traditional screen, which you can easily fit in here. This bolt here is a little high. Ideally it would be shorter. I just haven't got around to getting a smaller bolt, but it would fit in here just perfectly, and you can just use this. So yeah, basically just as good. Yeah, so all you gotta do is you just put the spacer in there that fits just in here like so, and then the screen. So here's the new version of the screen, and there's the pegs. So it's just, like I say, it's just a tight fit. I don't have the legs in the middle, but I got it reinforced. Just like the traditional one, because the traditional one, I just copied them, right? I keep forgetting I got a mic, so I don't need to yell. Yeah, so you see how like that traditional screen there, it's got the reinforced little lines there. So I just copied them, and it works quite well. Okay, so then, like I say, it's a pretty tight fit right now, so it's a little bit finicky. Sometimes it goes fast. Of course, doing it one-handed, and right when I'm doing it on camera, it's probably going to take me forever to do it. Okay. Okay, of course, doing it one-handed here. Oh, yeah, see what I mean? Usually I put the nut on right away so that doesn't happen. Yeah, it's in. Look at that, one-handed. Didn't take me long. And like I say, the proper bracket, the bolt will be threaded on. That's what I'm planning on doing. So you don't have to worry about it falling out like that. And then you just put the wing nut on. Yeah, there you go. Just like that. Aha. And of course, like I was saying earlier, this bracket is going to be a 1/4-inch aluminum plate. So it'd be really simple and easy for me to get made. So I'll keep my costs down. Okay, so what I'm going to do, keep the camera rolling here. Oops, let me get into the deeper water here. Right there. Let me just fill this up with some more water. There you go. This hole's getting pretty deep now. yeah, pretty excited about it. I got a ton of people on my email list. If you go to spinpan.com, you can register your email, and I'll email you when it's ready to pre-order. And you guys will get notified first before I make it public on like Instagram or YouTube or whatever. That way you make sure you guys get your name on the list for one. Probably just do a couple hundred. I'll have to see how much it's going to cost me, but oh, and I am working on a patent, so don't worry about it. A bunch of you viewers commented like get it patented, and I'm working on it. So what I'm going to be doing, I read all the rules, so I got a year after I make it public to file. I'm not gonna wait that long. I'm working on it right now. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. And of course I'm going to try for a utility patent first, because I don't know how new in the art, patent lingo, new in the art, it will be. But I'm going to give it a shot. Now, I'm not trying to get the most gold. I'm not trying to get the very best spots here. I just know there's gold in this area. And I'm just here to prove that the spin pan works. I'm not trying to maximize my gold, so I only got about 2 hours max of daylight. In about an hour, it's gonna be getting behind those trees there. We're gonna be in the shade, so. Yeah, anyway. So I'm also working on another forum, Lake Matrigui forum, because I do have a gold panning prospecting section on there, but I'm going to move it to its own website, because there's only a few other websites that are about prospecting and stuff like that. And I don't know if any of you viewers know about that old website forum, GPEX. GPEX was really popular, I don't know, 8-10 years ago, and then it just went offline. It had like 10,000 members on it, and it was growing pretty fast, and even had an opportunity to get interviewed for a TV show about prospecting, but for mammoth tusks in Russia. But that was like a year before 2014, the Crimea thing there. And when that happened in 2014, then that show that some production company in the UK was working on, they canceled it. That was fun. Anyway, so that's how I found out about that, was through that GPEX prospecting forum. And there's a few others out there, but they're all kind of, I don't know, outdated. In my opinion, anyway, a bit outdated. So I see room for improvement. Oh yeah, so mine, I've already got it up and running. I'm still working on the finishing touches, but it's, I guess you could say a minimal viable product, MVP, but the website's up. It's the same platform as Trigvi, my loggers forum. Anyways, the website is prospectorforum.com. Prospector forum. So just Google prospector forum. Yeah. Of course, I'm not doing a very good sales pitch on it right now, but oh well. Got a few other exciting things in the works around prospecting, so hopefully I can tell you guys about it soon, but still in the works. Oh, and also I'm working on some bigger versions of the spin pan. So I got a bigger version that will compete with a high banker. Yeah. Compete with the high banker. I'm not going to say anything more about it. And then I got another accessory. I would say it's an accessory to this size of spin pan. And I don't want to say too much more about that either. And I was hoping to tell you guys about it, but I wanted to show you really. I wanted to show you the new design, but I have to wait. Well, it's going to have to wait for the next video because I'm going to camp here in about 2 days, and I won't have time to get it ready. So you have to wait for the next video. Yeah. And of course, I'm going to get another pan made while I'm in camp. But I'm basically, it's like 99% done. Yeah. I wasn't sure if I was going to use round holes or square holes for the screen. I think when I get it injection molded, it will be square holes. That's what everyone else does. And it seems to be the best shape for mitigating rocks getting stuck in the holes. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're about 2/3. Let's get some stuff over here. Oh yeah, there we go. Get this orange layer here. I'm pretty close to town. Okay. Okay, a couple more shovelfuls. Oh, I had a bunch of you guys make comments when I broke my axe at work. My axe, all my axes I have now, besides one, they're all homemade. Like even the head, I welded up a new head. The actual axe head, I welded that up. And I was just experimenting with some yellow cedar handles. And I think in that one video, it broke real easy. I think it was because it was a stump that I cut the handle out of, and I think the stump had a crack in it, like a fine crack, and I didn't see it in that piece of wood because I made 2 axe handles out of the same stump, and the other one, it works perfect. I've been hammering on wedges the whole shift and didn't break at all. So it's definitely not the type of wood, it was definitely just it must have had a crack in it that I didn't see. And of course, that whole shift, I didn't find one yellow cedar tree that whole shift. So when I got home, I was too lazy to go way up in the boonies from home and go find some yellow cedar, so I know you guys are gonna laugh at this, but I got some red cedar. But I got a sapling. So through the entire middle of the handle is the heartwood. So we'll see how long that lasts. Okay, that's good enough. That's mostly right to the top there. Actually, no, let's do a little bit more because I want to do a real test of a full bucket. So let's do a little bit more. Yeah, that's right. A real test of a full bucket. So let's do a couple more shovelfuls here. Oh, nothing in that one. Oh yeah, bunch of clay in that one. Oh, and some dark orangey looking dirt. Oh yeah, look at that clay. Yep, bunch of clay in there. Right on. Oh, and some of you guys mentioned sending it out to some other YouTubers like Dan Hurd, Pioneer Polly, another guy I watched from Australia. Well, it's a couple guys, but the one guy in Australia that has a ton of followers is Vogos Prospecting. I think his name is his channel. He's very entertaining. Well, they all are, but I like Vogos. Okay, so it's 85, 90% full. That's good enough. Okay, let's go run that big test now. I'm gonna do it over there where it's quieter, so we'll have the sound of that creek masking my voice right there. I'll go just over there. What I'm going to do is, since it's already been pre-screened, I don't need this top screen here. So we'll take this off. Okay, so I got another specially designed spacer for using the spin pan without the screen. So it's just a shorter bolt. And then here is the other shape of the spacer, right there. And the reason I got this lip right here is so you can grab it when you want to pull it off. So it's easy to grab. There you go. That's what it looks like. And you can easily grab it and pull it off. Okay. I think you're ready to go. Right, I'm just going to, oh, one other thing first. One other thing. Show you guys here. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of gold. Okay, so this gold is mostly from the last video, and that's it. I think I did 20 minutes of actual work, and the rest was filming. That was in the last video. And I'll put a link in the description for the last video if you want to see it. Let me just get rid of some of this. Oh, look, there's a bunch of floaties. Oh, she's a little windy out right now. Get rid of some of that water. There we go. Now, you see all that gold there? There, that was 20 minutes. Panning, or spin panning. Spin panning in the last video. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dump it in here. Dig a big hole. Oh, it's nice and shiny looking in the sun. Oh, it looks good. Okay. Get in there. Most of it went in. Get in there. Okay, so we know there's gold in there. Mix that up. Okay. Right, I gotta change the angle of the camera. That's right. Over here. I'm gonna keep this all going one shot. Oh, my scoop is about to float away here. Okay. Let me zoom in. Oh, it is floating away. Okay. Is that how I want it? Yep, that's good enough. Okay, here we go. Okay, this will show you how fast it is. Oh yeah, okay. Here, I'll start a timer. Alrighty. if I should go faster. Yeah, that's good enough. It's the first time I used that smaller spacer, so I think it's a bit of a tight fit in the spin pan there. It's fine, but it should be spinning a little bit looser, I think. It's fine though. You know, I think I should make that rope a little shorter too. Just preference. See if there's a buildup on the outside. Oh no, still lots. Okay, let's keep her going. Maybe a little faster. Yeah, not about that fast. When I can see the orange of that tape on the wing nut, gives me a good idea that enough of it has been flung out, and it's time to put another scoop in. Yeah, going on pretty good. Should have brought a stool. That would have been a lot easier if I just brought a seat to sit on. Didn't think of that. Yeah. Oops. I haven't done a test yet of how heavily I can load this up. I'm just going at a conservative pace right now. I wonder how much I can handle, like how fast I can scoop material in here. I'm pretty confident I could probably be going 50% faster and not lose any gold still. Of course, I could always just put a big rock on that bracket and not have to stand on it. Oh, it's getting really tough here. Get some of that water in there. Okay. course, you can stop. It's not going to hurt it. Okay, what I'll do is I'll spin this. Yeah, it's getting a lot easier to spin now. Get this water to clear out. Yeah, looking good. Looking good. Yeah, and I'm going to use ABS plastic when I get injection molded. That's what I'm planning on doing, because it's really tough stuff, eh? It'll last a long time. Take a lot more of abuse. Okay, getting a little trickier now to scoop. The bucket's getting real light. Pretty soon this bucket's going to be floating. Want to float away on me here. Yeah. It's going to want to float away on me. Oh, jeez. Oh, she's about to float. I think maybe a better technique would be to, every once in a while, shake it, get any, if there's any gold up on the sidewalls there, down at the bottom. Yeah, so that's it. I'll do one more, but I'll bring the camera up close so you can see it in action up close. So, how much time that was, so I'll get a timer, and the bucket is probably only got 2 or 3 scoops in it left, so it's probably 3/4 of a bucket at least I just went through. Okay. Let's just set the camera up here. And how do I do this now? Oh, is that gonna work? Okay, watch this. Okay, I'll just wait for that to clear. Okay, there we go. Let's give it a little shake. Okay, here we go, watch this. Actually, this pile is getting pretty high over here. Forgot to step on that. There we go. See, there's a lot less in there now. I'll just spin a bit more. Try and get the water nice and calm. No, not gonna work. Anyway, there we go. Now, let me just bring the camera back out. Keep the camera rolling. So it's all in one shot. There we go. Okay, and then that came off easy. Is that float or is it sink? That sink's good. Oh, that works quite well. Oh. Get every last little bit. Come on now. Let's put that over there. Right, I don't want to do it over there. I'll do it over. So I'm going to be panning all of my tailings here to see if I missed any gold, so I'll just use this. Okay. Make sure the camera's in view there. There you go. Should be loaded with gold, man. Yeah, that black 5-gallon classifier has to be closer to 1/2 inch. It's more than 1/4 inch, that's for sure, because the rocks in the pan are a lot bigger than if I used my own screen. Oh, I see tons of gold in there. Oh, you know there's a lot when you can see gold already. Okay, I gotta get rid of these bigger pieces here. Don't like those bigger pieces in there. Oh, too much. Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. Now you know it's legit. I cut all my gold back. Look how fast that was too. Look how fast it went through that bucket in only a few minutes. And I caught all the gold back. There's proof right there. Right there. There's proof that my invention works. And it works really well. And it's fast. And you don't need any skill. Not like the gold pan, or need some skill involved. This here works, and it works fast. Look at all that gold. Look at all that gold. Yep. Looks pretty good. Let's see if I can go. Oh, zoom out. There you go. Well, I got some down in the bottom now, so it's not all of it, but ooh, showing off my gold. And I found that in probably 20 to 25 minutes, and one bucket that I did. One bucket and then 10 shovelfuls. So you got 20 minutes from the last video, plus one 5-gallon classified 5-gallon bucket, and about 10 shovelfuls from the beginning of this video. Yeah, there we go. Spinpan.com. And now I'll do my tailings, but yeah, spinpan.com. You get on the email list, and I don't know what the price is going to be, but I'm trying to get down as low as I can. That way people will buy it. And I'm not stuck with a whole bunch I can't sell, but I'm pretty sure they're all going to sell because I just proven it worked, and it worked incredibly well. Okay, now let's leave that there for now. Actually, put that out of the water and get these pieces, keep everything together, keep all my stuff together. And where's my big one? So actually what I should do, because my panning, I'm not the best panner, so I might have lost some gold when I was panning in here. So I'm gonna do this real quick, and then I can reuse this to test out my tailings. I like this pan the best. I like the color. That's why my spin pan is blue. I like how this has got the big riffles and it's got the little riffles. I really like that. Because I don't like those bigger pieces of those bigger rocks in my final concentrates. It just annoys me. So I use the fine, really fine, small riffles to get out all the rest of the rocks. Just like that. There we go. Probably is some gold here because I kind of went through it pretty quick with the green pan. I went through it pretty quick with this one now too. But I mean, this was all caught by the spin pan too. So if there's anything in here, it was caught by the spin pan. Oh yeah, there's tons. Goes to show you how good my panning is. Hey, oh my God. Well, I did rush it for the sake of the video. I don't want to bore you guys too much. Oh Jesus, a whole bunch of just went all the way down. Oh jeez, messed that up, didn't I? Oh, come on now. Yeah, the whole bunch in there. Not nearly as much. Probably got 95% of it the first time around, but there is some gold in there. See if we can get all on the bottom. That works pretty well doing it that way. Doing that tapping. Yeah, I'm losing a bunch down the side of the pan, but drain this water. Do it this way. As close as I can get it to the camera. But yeah, there's some gold in there. I just can't get it to look good as I can in real life. But yeah, anyway, there's gold in there. Okay. Get some more water here. Come on now. Just scoop all of it up. Okay. Clean that out. Clean that right out. Okay. Let me just check, see what the camera's in view or not. Oh yeah, we're good, okay. Oh, got a little wet. Oh, got a little wet. Oh. Okay, here we go. The big reveal. Not a speck. Not a speck. Okay, here we go. Make sure I get this on camera. After all that work. Okay. Oh, one speck. Oh, one little speck right there. Move him up. Where'd he go? There he is. Well, and two microfine specks. One speck and two microfine specks. You can't really see right there. Well, not 100% perfect. We got one speck of gold in there and two fly poop specks. Just make sure I didn't miss any more. Yeah. Well, there you go. people watching me. People watching me as they drive across. But yeah, okay, so there we go. I lost one speck of gold, and 2 microfine flower poop size of gold. And I recovered basically all of my snuffer bottle gold. So yeah, there you go. There's proof that it works. And just like any other gold processing equipment, nothing's 100% perfect. But yeah, we can catch, I'd say 99% of the gold. Just like, you know, the gold cube doesn't catch 100% either. But it catches, you know, probably 98, 99% too, I think it says. Yeah, so mine's the same, and it's going to be significantly cheaper, and you don't need a battery, you don't need a pump, and it's fast, and it's lightweight, and hopefully it'll come with its own screen, and if not, depending on how much it's going to cost me, you have to use your own screen, which is not a big deal. And like you see, when I was doing it just now with the bucket, it was a continuous operation. So if you bring your own bucket and classifier screen, you can just go to where your material is, you know, classify it, and then take it down in the water, and you can run through it with the spin pan really fast. Or you could just dig a big hole wherever you're digging your material, fill it with water. If you just happen to be near a creek and you just dig a big hole, it'll naturally fill in with water. You don't have to go walking all the way up to a part of the river where you can put your river sluice in, nothing like that. You can do this in a puddle. You can do it in standing water and it works. So yeah, you could do it in a big plastic tub if you wanted to, if you're out in the desert or something. So there you go. That's the proof that my pan works. I even went through the tailings, and I even showed you that it is not 100% perfect, but nothing is. One tiny speck out of thousands of little specks that were in my snuffer bottle. I had thousands of tiny little specks in my snuffer bottle, and I lost 1 speck and 2 microfine specks. So there you go. So I'm not trying to pull a fast one over you. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. And be sure to check out spinpan.com and all my regular viewers. Thanks for watching my videos, and all of you guys interested in the pan. Yeah, spinpan.com, and then my other websites are woodboss.ca. And unfortunately, I'm not going to have sweaters again this winter, but I will have them ready for next winter. I'm coming up with a whole new design. Not whole new, but an improved design on it. I want to get a better material, a slimmer fit, and a collar. I want to improve the collar on it. And that'll be 50% wool. You can't do 100% wool because it'll just shrink. So part wool and a part another fabric. I want to, like I say, improve on it from the last version. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next video. And then on the next video, I'll have the next pan, and I'll have the bracket ready too. So I'll have it completely ready to go. But the screen, the classifier screen, will probably be round holes for the 3D printed version, but square holes for the mass-produced injection molded version, because it's too much of a pain for 3D printer to make square holes with the supports and how it's printed. It's just a pain. Yeah. So that's it. And by the time you see this video, I may or may not have the SpinPan website revamped. Right now I got it simply on GoDaddy because it's simple and easy. I'm just collecting emails. But when I go to collect pre-sales, I'll be moving it to Shopify because my Woodboss website is on Shopify. So that'll be on Shopify also. And like I said, I don't know what the price is going to be. I'm going to keep it as low as I can, and so I can sell them. I don't want them too high. But it also means I might have to order a large amount to get my cost per price our cost per unit down. So I have to negotiate with the manufacturer about that. And I'll probably use the same manufacturer as I got my wedges made. They're good. They're very professional. They're a good company. So yeah. Okay. See you in the next video.